Hi guys, welcome as you join me to make this simple princess dart bustier pattern on the screen. So to start, we'll be taking our shoulder measurement divided by 2, that is 14, divided by 2, that's 7. And from there I'm going down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. From that 1 inch point, I'm taking my armhole measurements at 8 inches, and I'm just going to slant that 1 inch to the neckline. So I'm connecting my armhole to my chest line, and next I'm going to take my bust measurement is 11, so 11 inches, and my under bust is 14, and my half length is 18 inches. So I'm going to be marking a straight line across all the measurements I just took. So there you have my chest line, my bust line, my under bust, and my half length. So next we are going to be taking our nipple to nipple measurements. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2, that will give me 4. So I'll be marking 4 inches on the under bust and the half length to get a straight line. But on the bust, on the actual bust point, I'm going to be marking 4.5 inches. Take note, on the bust length you mark 4.5, and on the under bust and the half length you mark 4 inches. Then you connect it together. You see that it's not going to be a straight line, but a slanted line towards the bust point. So I'm going to be dividing my armhole by 2, which should give me a center point of 4, in order for me to connect that bust point line to the armhole to get a princess dart. Remember, this is a princess dart bustier pattern. So after doing that, from that armhole I'm coming down from that midpoint by 2 inches, and I'm connecting it to my bust point. This is to enable us to have a armhole bust tightening over there, so that place will not be bulgy after fixing our cup. So I'm taking 2 inches dart from the half length and the under bust, and I'm going to be connecting the under bust with a curve to the bust points to get our breast cut. So you can see now we've gotten our breast cup. If you're on a bigger side, you can use 2.5 inches or even 3 inches for your breast, for the dart. So guys, the 2 inches I took from that for that tightening, I'm replacing it on the new curve. This is to enable us to avoid shortage when joining the pieces together. So I'm going to mark my bust measurements on the chest line, and I'm adding extra 2 inches. From there I'm going to connect the new line I extended to get our new armhole curve. So this will be our new armhole. So that's that, and we are going to take out our darts. The part I'm marking is where we're going to be cutting out, and we're going over to mark our neckline, which is 3 inches by 3 inches. So we're taking a neck width of 3 inches and neck depth of 3 inches as well, and I'm connecting them together with a straight line before going over to mark my curve to get a perfect round neck line. So the last measurement I'll be taking is the under bust or the waistline. I'm going to be dividing it by 4 plus 2 inches, and also the 2 inches we took for that, we're going to be replacing it as well. So you divide your under bust measurement by 4 plus 2 inches for normal allowance and the extra 2 inches for that. So once we've done that, we are ready to cut. So this is the princess dart bustier pattern, and I'm just cutting it out now. You can see it's very easy to draft out the pattern. So I've cut out the center piece. So after cutting that out, this is what we have. You can see the center piece and the 2 side pieces. So all we have to do is cut on our fabric. So I'm going to use the front pattern to cut out the back pattern. It's a very easy method. If you like, you can draft out a new back pattern, or you can just simply cover the breast cut to get a new back pattern. So while cutting, make sure that your breast cut is covered. As you can see, I'm placing the center piece in a way that it will cover the breast cut to avoid having issues or excess. So once your breast cut is covered, your front pattern and your back pattern is going to be the same on the armhole, the shoulder. The only difference there is the zipper allowance and the neckline. So for the neckline, the neckline for the back is going to be higher than the front. So I forgot to mark it right there. So I'm just taking 1.5 inches depth for the back neckline before I continue cutting. So just cut out the neckline. And also cut out the armhole. So please guys, make sure you pin your front to the back to avoid shifting, or you can just press it down with objects, with your ruler or anything. Just press it down to avoid shaking. So I'm cutting out the sides, and as you can see, we already have our back from our front, and the excess allowance there is for our zipper. We're going to be having a zipper at the back. So as you can see, we have our zipper allowance right there. So that's for that, and you can go ahead and draft your dart pattern for the take your darts, So for this back, I decided to modify it. I want a deep V neckline for the back. So I changed my mind. I don't want a high neckline for the back. So just take from that shoulder measurement, come down by 9 inches. Depending on you, if you want it deeper, you can use 10. So I came down by 9 inches and connected it to my zipper allowance. Then I just placed the ruler on a slanted position and connected it to my shoulder or to my neckline. So this just gives me the perfect V shape. So this side I'm labeling is going to be cut off. It's going to be cut off like so. So the V is going to end where the zipper starts. So I'm just, because my pattern paper was on fold, I'm just cutting it open, and you have the excess zipper allowance there. So I'm going to show you how it will look like after you fix your zip. After fixing your zipper, we'll be having something like so. You see, after taking your zipper inwards, the V neckline is going to appear. So you see, the V neckline is going to appear. So yeah, I was just trying. I decided to also create a yoke. If you want to make a yoke, you can just take from that chest line and cut it, mark it as your yoke. So I'm taking the dart for the back. Just measure your nipple to nipple 4 and take a straight line there. Then on the side, from the waistline, you mark ½ inches to both sides, so the right side and the left side. And connect it to the chest line. So that is it for the back pattern. So you just go ahead and with this, we have indicated where we're going to pick our dart from. So when you cut it on fabric. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. You just go over and cut everything on this from this pattern paper, transfer it to your fabric, and that is it. Thanks for watching. Till I see you next time. Bye.